Hey guys, today I'm doing a comparison of the Beats by Dr. Dre Studios, real versus fake. Let's get started. Now, first off, I do want to say that since the new Beats Studio came out, the newest one of these out there in Best Buy or whatever, packaging did change. And I do want to point out that they no longer come with an airline adapter, so be aware of that. And if you also get a, let's say, a brand new sealed box, like the plastic around the box, and when you open them up, fake or not, make sure you guys get your two AAA batteries, which are included, like so. They only come in Duracell, not Energizer, not Panasonic, none of that. Duracell, nicely wrapped, like so, because most of the fakes won't have batteries if they're newly sealed. So check that out as well. So in this comparison, I'm going to be comparing the non-monster editions. And let's start off by here. The first difference here, you can see on the B logo here, is that on the real ones here, has the B logo, it's much flatter and nicely engraved with its aluminum brush. So you can see that. It's a very nice flat. Alright. As for the fake ones, it's more like out, like a 3D thing, and it's much more reddish. So if I were to put it up to the camera, you can probably tell the color. That's also another way to tell. And the aluminum brush is good as well, but if you can see here, it's the aluminum brush is wet. Right here is off from going down its side here. And let me take out the battery covers to show you both side to side of what I mean. Okay, so you can see it's much more reddish on the fake one, while on the real one it's much of a darker, nice finish, and it's flat. Just looking at that, you can see how the fake one is rounded on the B there, and as for the real ones, it's like that as well, but not of a 3. Looking around the headband here, you can see up here, this is possibly the best way to look for in a fake, is on Beats by Dre here. You do have the nice printed there, but you want to check for a double space here between Beats and by. So check that out. These are the real ones, and I'll show you on the fake ones here. It is not double space, it's just one spaced, and it's very close to by. And let me show you here side to side as well of what I mean. You can tell right away which is the real or not. So check the headband out as well. And then there's no misprints, and if there is, then way off for a fake. Okay. And looking here where Studio's at, it's pretty much the same color. So finding a difference there won't be too noticeable. But if you look at where the screws are, which I believe it's a T5 screw on the real one, it's much more rounded, as you can see. And as for the fake one, it's much more flat, and the 6 star here of every corner that it is, it's really pointy out, which I'm trying to get to focus here. So you can see, and it's much more darker, a blacker screw, and it's much more rounded, and this is just a flat T5 screw. So re-screwing and unscrewing will be the same, but just looking at the construction here, make sure it's not like this one here. Look for this one here. So construction build is changed. Now on the inside, I do want to show you another difference here. Is that right here where it says Beats, both do say Beats, but on the real ones here, looks like it's laser engraved, which looks really nice when you move side to side. But looking at the front like so, it is white. But when you go side here, you can see like the aluminum brush to it when they laser engraved it, like so. And the Beats is not scratchy, so check that out too. It's not scratchy like the fake ones, which I'll show you right now. And on the fake ones here, looks more bolded in white, but when I put it up to the camera, it looks the same. But when we turn it to the side, it does not have that laser engraved as you did see on the real ones. It, as you can see, is just one flat bold lettering like so, and the Beats is scratchy, so you can probably hear that. It's scratchy, so you don't want this to be scratchy, even though if you rub it with your finger it won't feel scratchy, but you want to feel with your nail, and that's how you can tell a difference like that. Another difference to the headphone is on the ear cups, which maybe you can tell by looking at the light. It's best to look up in a flashlight like so that I'm doing right now. Is that on the real ones, you can tell right away. They look very nice and soft, padded, nice memory foam, much more open for your ear. And looking here, it's not too shiny. And as for the fake ones, they are shiny. They are like a bright black. It's not like a flat black like the real ones here. You can see right away that the whole thing around it is shiny, but the comfort's still the same. You still have the oval ear cup, and on the real ones it's much more open, but you can always fix that by extending it like so. And let me show you side by side of, as you can see on the real ones it's not too shiny, and on the fake ones right away you can tell it shines. So the memory padding, you can always check this under in flashlight, always best, so look for that as well. And also on the headband here, we really have this sticked up to the headband here. As you can see, it's nicely up to the headband here on the plastic, and you don't see the metal headband that's inside of this headphone. You really don't see it, and it's not too rough. It's very nice and curved out from top to bottom, as you can see. Alright, and on the fake ones, they do show the metal headband, which is not stick to the plastic up here all the way up. As you can see, it's very shiny up there. That is one difference there. And just looking at the padding, maybe you guys will see it, maybe you won't, but it's also shiny as well, like the ear cups, and it's a bit more wrinkled here. I'm not sure if you can see that, and it's much more lumped up. Just by looking at it from a distance, you don't have that nice padding, more like a curved up here. And as for the real ones, you do have the same curve up here, but just looking here how it's chiseled, you can tell right away that this is much more closer to the headband, so look for that as well. Okay, now there can be a small change, which I did notice. Two small changes here. And then the real one, right below where the mute button's at, you can see where the switch is at. It's a much nicer cut, like a, once you feel it, you can feel that like a ball point, like right away. Nice edge cut out here, and it functions right away without hassle. Okay. And as for the fake ones, it's much more flat, which you can see it's a bit scratched up there because it is kind of hard to switch it on and off like so. And then when you feel it, it's much more flat. And just checking here, that's one little change. And this one involves with this other change involves with the batteries here, is that on what I just noticed is where you turn on the switch. Maybe you can see, maybe you can't, which I doubt you can't, so probably I can't show this, but I'll tell you anyway, is that on the fake ones here, if you point it to the dark light, you can see the little LED light up all here. And as for the real ones, they won't light up because it's a darker red here where the ear cup's at. Just wanted to point that out. Make sure you guys check that out. Okay. And another difference is inside the battery, where the battery compartment's at. And on the real ones here, you do want to look for right here inside, no longer has the serial number like the old Monster ones. So make sure you guys check that out there. And make sure you have the red dots on the real one as well. One bigger than the other. Just looking at it, looks like if it was stamped. And on the fake ones, they do have this serial code of Monster, which of course it is fake, and they don't have those red dots. So check that out as well. That the new Beats don't have that serial number compared to the fake ones here. Remember, the serial number is only on the Monster versions, but they happen to put the serial number on these, on the newest ones. So that's a big mistake there. One surprisingly difference is the leaking. I won't show you the leaking of the headphones, but I will have a video of it showing you that the real Beats leak much more than the fake ones, which actually surprised me. And at the same time, I did like the fakes because it didn't leak too much, which didn't disturb anyone behind me or beside me. So you guys can check that out as well. Like I said, I will have a video of it. Looking at the accessories here on the real one, we have a nice B, very nice pushed, very different compared to the other ones here. Looking at it, it looks much more wedged out, which doesn't look too professional like the real one. You can tell right away what I mean by this. And also, one thing that they misplaced on the fake ones here is that on the real one you have the loop for the carabiner, and as for the fake ones, you don't have that loop that's attached to it. So check for those little small changes. And the zipper is just the same. They both have the B logo. And on the real one, it's much more chiseled out, much more thicker here. So you can see that. Much more thicker. While on the fake ones, it's a flat one here. Okay. And nothing inside is the same. Just look for also a red zipper on the case. And I really can't compare the cables, but to look for in the fake ones, look for if you have a glossy cable, then it's a fake. And also look at the engraving here where the Beats is at. If it looks off, like if they paint it on, then it's a fake. Remember, they can always change the packaging. Who knows? The sound quality of these. Okay. Now the sound quality between the two, I can honestly say that the fake ones just sound as good as the original Beats Studio. So what that said is that they both sound identical and the same, fake or not. Which the fake one actually surprised me that it sounds just the same as the real ones. So you'll still get that strong bass, very clear in the highs, but you will get the bass that will overdrown the mid-range. So if you had experienced the Beat Studio, the new ones here, the original ones, the real ones, then you'll expect the same for the fake ones. So really, if you're looking for a great alternative, I think getting the fake studios would be definitely worth it over the real ones, as the real ones do cost $250 right now, and the fake ones can range from $50 to I'm giving an estimate here to $150. That's for the good quality fakes. So comparing both, you can tell they're both great quality, and the fake ones is just an A plus quality, just like the original ones. So that's gonna end the comparison of the real and fake Beats Studio. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos I have in my channel, and stay tuned for more upcoming videos. Thanks.